Hello everybody, this is Sean from Urban Tactical Survival, coming to you with the contents and a backpack that I've been carrying for the last 2 months. It's the world famous sports 40-liter backpack. Stay tuned, we'll go over the backpack and the contents in just a moment. Okay everybody, I'm back, and here you go is the world famous 40-liter backpack. It is a company that's out of San Diego, California. They've been in existence for about 30 years, for the last 30 years, making backpacks, camping equipment, hunting, sleeping bags, sleeping pads, and tents of all various sizes, bivy tents. So, I was in a local Army Navy store and saw this backpack and needed a small pack for day hikes and possibly an overnight excursion, and found this one. And I've been carrying this bag for the last 2 months on hiking and overnight excursions, and it sits up and carries very well. I'm very pleased with the results that I'm getting out of this bag. So to go into closer detail and view of the bag, you have plenty of compression straps here to tighten up everything, to keep things from rattling. You have compression straps in the front, you have them on the sides, on both sides down here, to cinch down the items that you have in your tent. They lock in and stay firmly secured together very well. The front straps are located in a place where you could put a pack, a sleeping bag, or your a tarp. This here I have as a tarp set up here, and some smaller items in a pocket down below. On both sides of the backpack, you have side zip pockets that enable you to put items in there you want to stay close to you. On both sides as well, you have water bottle pockets here. You can put extra water bottles in the side pockets, and they are on both sides of the pack. As you can see here, I have an extra water bottle here, and I use the strap to cinch it down, keep it from rattling and moving around. On both sides, like I said, it does have side zipper pockets here that you can stow items on both sides. The hip belt has pockets on the outside for storage, smaller items that you want to keep close to you. They are on both sides of the pack, on both sides of the straps, the hip belts. Okay, let's turn this around. The shoulder straps are padded, nice straps for comfort. They have a sternum strap here that you lash together across your chest to keep the straps together for contour and tight fit. Hip belts, straps, secured together very well. These are nice buckles that once you clip them in, they're not going to pop loose, and you can cinch it down, make it tight around your waist as you want. The shoulder strap have D-ring holders here to lash on to things that you might. They have a molly straps along the shoulder pads. You can also put on things here that you want to keep close to you, maybe like a bandana you put in here or something of that nature. Keeps in here. The handle here, now I've been carrying anywhere from 15 to 30 pound loads in this backpack, and I tell you, when I grab this handle here to lift this pack, it is a very secure grip and a very secured handle. It has not shown any wear and tear in 2 months, and I grab this and I know that I have a firm grip on this backpack and I can lift it. So turn it back around. Top of the pack here has some suspension straps. You can also stash items up here, maybe a jacket or sleeping pad, or whatever it is that you might want to put in there. The backpack has a rear suspension system. It has, I'll show you here, pads on the shoulder. No, hip belt are very, very thick, soft padding. The lumbar pad is very soft and secure. And it has a mesh support system here with side pads here to make the load comfortable on your back. What I like about this pack though too is that it separates your back from the actual backpack with this suspension system, this mesh suspension system. It's about a 2-inch gap between it and the actual backpack. It allows for easy airflow to go through from side to side. Keeps your back warm when you're sweating, so the sweat rolls off and doesn't actually get onto the backpack itself. The internal frame is a metal internal frame that keeps the backpack rigid at all times when you're carrying heavy loads. This backpack sits very well on the back. When you got this on and you cinch it down and lock up all the buckles, you have an easy ride, and you can tell and feel that this backpack is secured to your back. So let's go into the contents of the backpack. Now, these are personal preference items that based on the time of year that you might be hiking or backpacking, you might want to carry certain things in there, and it varies from person to person. So what I carry in here for myself may not be what you find necessary to carry in a backpack of this size for you. So it is all a personal preference thing. These are things that I feel I need when I go out, and I take them with me every time I do. So to open this pack up, we'll start up top here to the top part up here. Inside, let's move this back a little bit, give me some room so I can lay the contents out and show you exactly what's in there. So to start up top here, I have a Sawyer water filter. So when I'm out and I need a water to drink or to boil, especially to drink anyway, I'll use the Sawyer to drink from. I have here for my knives or any tools a small field two-sided sharpening stone. I have a small charger for cell phones or anything that you might, electronic devices. I will be upgrading that to a solar charger. I'm just waiting on it and its delivery. A notepad for writing down things that I might come in contact or information. A compass. So when you're out in the field, you need a compass, okay, for the area that you're in. And outside of my first aid kit, I have up here in this backpack, because of its size, I have a triangle bandage. And a marker, of course, goes with the pad there. The boots here on the side are my Salomon Quest 4D2 GTX hiking boots. I've had these boots on. I've been walking around with them for the last 4 months, and they are excellent. They're waterproof, have a waterproof membrane, a Gore-Tex waterproof membrane inside, and they are excellent boots. Grip factor on the boots are excellent, and very comfortable boots. So if you're in the market for a good quality boot, hiking boot, I would suggest the Salomon Quest. So that's all that I carry up in the top pocket up here. So on one side here, let's go and detach the tarp here that I have. It's just a basic tarp, waterproof, two colors, two-sided. On one side is the camo and on the other side is the green. It's a basic tarp. It's a 7x9 waterproof tarp that I carry with me. On the side here, on this side pocket, as I said before, is a water bottle. This is a Yukon Outfitters water bottle that I carry with me, extra. Unloose this lash here. Now inside this pocket, I keep 40% DEET spray. So when you're out in the woods and the mosquitoes or biting flies get, start to flying and you wanna guard yourself from those. So this is what I keep, is a fresh full can of DEET Repel, and that's all I have in that pocket for now. On the other side here, unloosen the straps, suspension straps. I said this side pocket here, there's nothing in this pocket. Okay, now what I keep readily available and something, and it's a personal thing, you put it wherever you want, but I want my first aid kit to be closest to me and I can get to it very quickly. So let me take this loose, and I keep my first aid kit, everything in this top outer pocket. So let's go inside there. Let's see. Pull this back. So inside I have a personal hygiene. It has everything in here from wet wipes, toothbrush, toothpaste, razor, Q-tips, toothpicks, things of that nature for personal hygiene. I have a pill box for medications for pain, bandages of various sizes for those little boo-boos you might run into. I have large bandages, small bandages, band-aids, excuse me. I also keep in here some BioFreeze. This is good for burns. It helps cool the pain if you had a burn. So I keep several packs of the BioFreeze. I keep some pills here for allergies. A couple of packs of Alka-Seltzer for upset stomach, or a roll of tape. This is surgical tape. It's very good surgical tape. It mends and holds to anything that you put it onto. Also, some vinyl fabric and plastic Loctite glue. You never know when your backpack may need a repair, and there you have it. You can repair your backpack. Something fell over there. Neosporin for faster relief and cuts in the field. A bottle of hydrogen peroxide. You spray on cuts, sanitize. I have a splinter, pair of tweezers to get splinters out of your fingers or whatever might have you for ticks. I keep 2 bottles of eye wash. Your eyes are very critical in everything that you do, so you want to maintain the safety of those. So in case something gets in your eyes, you have some eye wash, sterile eye wash you put in there. I have a pair of surgical shears for quick cutting. Little pack of dental floss, and the actual EDC first aid pack here with more items on the inside. Bandages, Benadryl. I keep Benadryl. I got more band-aids in this pack. More of things that you may need in an emergency. Remember, 1 is none, 2 is 1. So you got to keep multiple items to stay on the safe side. So that's what I pack there. And the outer pack is all my first aid equipment. It's not much, just 1 person or maybe possibly a 2-person first aid kit. Outside of that, I keep a pair of rubber work gloves for when I'm out in the field working, and that's about it in that pack there. So in that pocket. So let's go down to the main pocket down here in the bottom. This is the pocket where you would normally stash a sleeping bag or a sleeping pad or something of that nature. So in here I have a tack bivy emergency blanket. Okay, I have a equipped travel hammock. It's a very good hammock that I picked up at a local Walmart. It's a very good hammock. I'll do a review on this in a later video. I keep extra tarp. This is 3mm trash bags that I have mended together. I can't remember the length on it. I think it's about an 8x10 in size. So that's all down in here. So I keep things for shelter, sleeping down in this pack here, this pocket down here. This pack also comes with a removable rain fly that is positioned down in the bottom of the backpack. You just zip this open and you can pull out the emergency rain fly. This covers the entire backpack in case of rain. You may get out and thunderstorm comes through or rain, or depending on what season, if you're in the hiking during the winter, snow. So you pull that out and cover the entire backpack, and it keeps everything on the inside dry. So that stays securely down with the bag at all times in the bottom of the bag. So let's go on the inside of the backpack. Open this up here. Here I got another pair of gloves. These are leather work gloves. So when you're out in the field and you're chopping for wood, you don't want to handle wood with your bare hands. You could get splinters or cut and abrasions. So you want to carry a good pair of work gloves in your backpack. Those usually go there. I carry with me also a pair of binoculars. These are the Vivitar's 8x50 binoculars. I will plan on downsizing these because these are a little hefty in size and weight, and I want to cut back on the weight of what I'm carrying inside of a backpack. These are designed when you want to look at something from a distance, off in the distance. I live in a region where you're up north, you see eagles flying, and you can't get up close on those, so you get to see them with a nice pair of binoculars. So I will be downsizing these to a smaller size. Also, this is the medical pouch. No, this is my fire pouch, excuse me. In here is everything I need to make a fire. It's got fire tinder, matches, waterproof matches, a ferrocerium rod, folds out just like this, so you can get to the contents of it. I keep all kinds of tinder in there to get a fire started in an emergency. So an extra blade, cigarette lighter. Also, here is my eating and cooking utensils. Keeping a nice waterproof bag with some extra towels for wiping and cleaning them. A waterproof map sleeve. Right now there's no map in it because I need to upgrade the map that I have, and basically it's a watertight, waterproof sleeve that you put a map into, and you put the map that you happen to be in, the region that you happen to be in, the city or the area, the wooded area that you happen to be in, and that goes in contact with the your compass. You use that with that. So here's the waterproof sleeve for that. Also, I keep an extra twine for lashing down tents or tying up something that I need tied down. I keep an extra roll here. I think I have another roll on the inside here. I'll get those out soon. Here is my Snug Pack Enhanced Patrol Poncho. When it rains, I'll cover my backpack, but I also have to stay covered myself. So I'll whip out this and I will put this on and I stay dry in this. This is a very good poncho. It covers you up from head to toe. Uh, uh, Comes in one color, black. I haven't seen it in any other color, so it's a very good poncho to have. And in here I have several tools that I use when I'm out. My Mora Bush Black Survival Blade. This is an excellent blade. This blade goes with me wherever I go. It's a very good blade. You can't go wrong in the field with this blade. It also has, it's on the outside, a ferrocerium rod. So you just detach from the sheath, small ferrocerium rod, but it does get the job done. Also on the outside of the sheath, you have a small sharpening stone. So in the field, if you needed to sharpen it, you can sharpen the blade and hone it. Hone it at least right there on the external sharpening stone there. It has there. This is a very good sheath. It is one that the belt loop rotates, and when you got it on your belt, it swings. I like that. It doesn't. It's not a stationary sheath where it stays stiff on your belt and doesn't move. This one has movement to it, so it moves with your body. Also, for cutting wood, I have a Baco Laplander. It's a very good saw. If you need to cut down some limbs for shelter or for wood, firewood, Baco Laplander gets that job done. I have that. And some people go out with an axe for chopping wood. I substitute the axe and I go out with my Schrade big boy here. This I've taken out and chopped down tree limbs as big as 4 inches in diameter, and I've gotten the job done quickly with this blade. It's a very good blade. It's very hefty, heavy blade. In your hand you can feel that this blade screams chop. So this, a heavy duty sheath, comes with it, and a Velcro strap to secure it into the sheath. On the outside of the sheath I have an emergency whistle. I have some more bank line wrapped around it for cordage, and an emergency kit on the inside underneath the cordage. So that there. And here I have more cordage in case you need it for tying down anything. And my cook set is the Pathfinder's water bottle cook set, which is an excellent set. I use this extensively when I'm out. I take this out and go out, and this is I've cooked in this many nights and it has done a superb job. This is a very good cook set. Open this up real quickly. Inside I have a spirit burner, okay, but the stove is set up where you could use the natural environment, the substrates that's in the environment. You can use wood in this stove to get things heated up. I have in the lid of the bag the lid that goes with the pot that comes with it. I also have a lid that I put the stove. I set the stove in on top and put that up under there. So that all goes in here. A small towel for cleaning when need be. And inside here I have the two. I have a pot for actually cooking, boiling up water, and a coffee cup when I'm out in the morning. I love my coffee out in the morning, early in the morning. Okay, and the lid sits nice and secure on this lid, so you can cook anything from pasta. It also has straining holes here, so when you are cooking pasta or rice, you can strain the water off and it doesn't, the contents of that's on the inside doesn't fall out. It's a very good cook pot. Okay, and the water bottle itself is a 32-ounce water bottle. with a black lid on it. Screw on top. Pathfinder School logo up there in the front. And the stove itself. It's a nice stainless steel stove. As you can see, the opening right here, as I said, you don't necessarily need a spirit burner to use with this. You can stick wood or charcoal briquettes. If you have those, you can stick wood in here and burn wood and set this on top of that fire and set your pot on top of this, like so. Okay, so this will be sitting on your fire. You set that on top and you get to cooking. Boil your water or make whatever it is that you want. So there you go. And I also keep in here, also again, is some trash bag liners. 3 mil spec trash bag liners. You never know when you need to cover up. So that sits nice and snug inside the water bottle container here, the sleeve, and the cups go right in here. It's a nice compact unit, holds everything that you need on the inside. Nice and secure. Everything goes right in there. Zip it closed and you're off for your next adventure. Inside here, the outside pocket, I keep things, a fork, bottle here for fuel. And this also comes with fish mouth spreaders, so you can use the pot to hang over a fire instead of actually setting it down in the fire to heat up if you wanted to. This would go inside the pot. I'll show you right quickly here how that goes. Pull this out of here, take the coffee pot off. Okay, and in the pot on both sides are holes that this fish mouth spreader would set into. Spread that open there a little bit. So you'll hook it in there, and then now you have a bailing pot where you can hang over the fire and heat up water or cook anything that you have in there. So that's how that sets in there. And the lid also sets on there as well around the fish mouth spreaders. So just squeeze that out and you're ready to pack it away. So put that back in here. And these lock in together. And they go in here. Also have fork and a knife for eating. Okay. So this has MOLLE straps on it, so you can attach this to an outside of a bag if you so choose to. If you have MOLLE webbing, you can do that. It has MOLLE webbing and straps that you can strap onto a bag if you'd like to. So there is the full contents of a bag that I would carry on a day hike or an overnight excursion. These are the items that would get me through the thick of things. Some of these items I will downsize because of its weight and go smaller. Maybe the same power, like I said, with the binoculars. And what else that I was mentioning? I can't figure it out, can't see it. So whatever. These are all personal preference things. These are not the things that I say you should have in your backpack. These are things that I feel comfortable for me, that I take out when I go on any day hike or hike and excursion. Now these are items that can sustain you for overnight stay, possibly maybe 2 days. Outside of that, I'd be trying to make myself a trip back to the house to resupply. So outside of a 2-day stay, you may not make it with the contents in here. You could survive. You have your knife for sure, your knives and your tools to cut and gather firewood, your fire starting kit. So that will sustain you until you can get back. So these are, like I said, these are personal preference things based on the time of the year that you might be out. If I was hiking or doing anything during the later in the fall or late fall or early winter, I would have hats, sweaters, things that would keep me warm, extra socks, things of that nature. So this is something I carry late spring, early summer that I would carry with me and on a hike going anywhere. So, you know, like I said, it's a personal preference. You can carry whatever you want. Hook up a bag. This is an excellent bag for the price point. I think I paid about $50 for the bag, maybe $60 for this bag, and it's a very good bag. Holds all of this. Now the content and the weight of this bag, fully packed up, is about 25 or 30 pounds. So it will hold. It's a 40-liter bag, so I'm carrying at least 25 or 30 pounds of stuff inside this backpack. So here you go, all the contents of this bag set up for your overnight or your hiking excursion or whatever. You put into a bag whatever you want and hit the trails. So remember, now is the time to prepare, and always remember to check your six. This is Sean from Urban Tactical Survival, bringing you all the goodies that I carry in my bag for a day hike and overnight excursion. Till the next time, take care, get out and be safe, enjoy the woods.